So it is 5 o'clock. We can officially get started. Some folks trickling in. We are going to get started sitting in any comfortable way that works for you. For those just popping in, I'm Jess, not Angela. Surprise! But here we are for 45 minutes of power yoga. Ignore any screaming in the background. It's just my kids. They're fine. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Eyes can close if you like. We'll just take a moment to ground down. Breathe deep. Figure out what the heck is going on. And just for a moment, notice how is your body right here in this moment? How's your breath? How are you? And then let your eyes blink open if they were closed. Arms can stretch high to the sky. Spark your fingertips wide awake. Big shrug of the shoulders up, and then relax them back down. Right hand to the ground, left hand reaches up and over. Big, huge side body stretch. And an inhale, rise back up. Exhale, stretch to the other side. Big breath in and out. Inhale, rise up tall. Exhale, take a little twist. Right hand back, left hand forward. Look behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center, reach high. Exhale, twist it up the other way. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale to center, reach up, look up. Circle your hands back behind you. Fingers find the ground. Lean back and open your heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to rise, reach up tall. And then on an exhale, forward fold, rounding down over your legs. Go ahead and let your head drop. Get heavy here. We'll stay for about 5 breaths. Breathing down your spine, warming up that back. Good. All right, and then make your way nice and easy to a down dog. Get there however you like. Pedal out your feet, bend your knees. Notice any areas that feel like they need a little extra attention today, or anywhere where you want to be a little bit softer, a little bit kinder with yourself. Good, and then come to stillness in that down dog. Give it a huge breath in. And a big open mouth sigh out. On an inhale, come forward to a high plank. Stack shoulders over wrists, belly button to spine. Power up here a little bit. Push the ground away. Puff up in between your shoulder blades. Feel your strength through the upper body. Big, huge breath. And then extend the right arm straight forward. Hover the left toes off of the mat, right there in that plank. Jonathan made me do this the other day in class. It was great. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Place that back down. Same thing, other side. Left hand extends forward, right foot raises up in the air perhaps. Staying in that plank, hips low, core strong. You got it. Place everything back down. Nice. Slide the hips back to down dog. Give it a huge breath in. And a big breath out. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet at the back of your mat, folding in half. Hang out in a ragdoll for a few breaths. Knees bent soft, head hanging heavy, wiggle a little bit. And then right hand to left ankle, left hand high to the sky for a little twist. Breathe into it there. One knee can bend, one leg can straighten. Stick your hips out, get that nice side of your hip stretch. Good, come back down through center, switching sides. Left hand to the right ankle, right hand to the sky. And come down, back to center. Walk your hands forward, come into your down dog shape again. Maybe your heels stay down on the mat as you walk forward. Good, big breath in. Big breath out. Look forward, tiptoe up to the top of your mat, folding in half as you go. And then up here in the front of the mat, lift halfway up, flat back, hold here until you really feel the stretch, flattening the back, stretching the hips and the hamstrings, heart reaching forward. One more breath in, get longer. Exhale, fold and soften. Then rise all the way up. Reach to the sky, look up to your hands, and exhale, hands to heart. Big, huge breath here. We'll move through some classic sun salutations. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, feet step or float back. High push up down to the low push up. Inhale, come to up dog. Exhale, press back to down dog. Take 5 breaths in that down dog. Feel free to wiggle around or enjoy the stillness, whatever your practice is needing right now. On that 5th exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and then hop, step, or float feet to hands, top of the mat. Halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, fold from your hips. Inhale, stand up, reach up, look to your fingers. Exhale, dive right back down, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands go down, feet step or float back right down into that low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, scoop your heart up, open the collarbones. Exhale, press back down, dog. Good, 4 breaths this time. On that 4th exhale, bend the knees, prepare, look forward. And then the inhale brings you to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale to fold in half. Inhale, stand up, reach up, energy shooting out the fingertips. Exhale, dive right back down. Again, inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, feet back, making your way through that pattern of chaturanga up dog all the way back to down dog. Also keeping in mind, it's your practice. You can change it up. You can add double chaturangas if you feel like powering up. You can skip the whole business and just go to down dog. 3 breaths in this down dog. On your exhale, bend knees, look forward. Inhale, feet to hands, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. You know the pattern. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths this time, in and out. In. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, feet to hands, halfway lift at the top. Exhale to fold. Inhale to stand, reach up, last one. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, feet back. Make your way through the pattern, following your breath. We meet in down dog. And when you arrive in that down dog, lower the knees to the mat, take a child's pose, hips towards heels, head heavy towards the ground, and just use that as a moment to check in with yourself. We pushed through those 5 sun A's, we got the heart beating, the blood pumping, kind of shaking off your whole day, whatever it might have been. Notice how you are right here. How's your breath? How's your body? How does it feel to just tune everything else out and move in these familiar, beautiful movements? Good. When you're ready, rise back up, down dog. We'll meet right there. Okay. And then take your right leg, reach it straight back behind you. Imagine you're kicking something back there, like really press through your foot. And I like this, if you're pressing strongly back through your right foot, you can feel it in your abs, right? And you feel your hands pushing forward and down. And then on an exhale, come forward, touch knee to nose. Good, inhale, press that foot up and back. Do that again, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, press up and back. One more like that, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. And then this time, look in between your hands, step your foot right there. Lower the back knee down, inhale, sweep the arms up and sink into your hips. 5 breaths here, opening up. And bring hands back down, draw the hips back, straighten your front leg. So we're in a half split. And then I really like this moment, wave your foot side to side. So internally rotate, externally rotate. Pinky toe hits the mat, big toe hits the mat. And somewhere along that, you might find a spot where it's like, ooh, go to that spot and stay there for the next 3 breaths. Maybe it's that externally rotated leg. Pull gently back into the right hip. Good, rebend your front leg, hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your knees, step back, down dog. Big, huge breath in that down dog. Sigh it out, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. Left foot presses straight back behind you, super strong. Exhale, come forward, knee to nose. Inhale, press back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back. Knee to nose, one last time. Press it back strong. And then look forward, step your left foot between your hands. Beautiful. Lower that back knee. Inhale, arms sweep up. And settle into the hips. As your hips are moving kind of forward and down and you're getting this beautiful hip flexor stretch, see what you can also do to lengthen your spine. Maybe lift your heart a bit higher, draw navel to spine, lengthening the tailbone a little bit. 2 more breaths here. And then hands come down, draw the hips back, straightening the left leg, half splits. Again, wave the foot internally, externally rotating. Finding where it feels like it needs a little extra moment. And then stay there a couple more breaths. Good, rebend that front leg, hands to the mat, tuck the back toes, step back, down dog. Huge breath in your down dog, all the way in, all the way out. Again, inhale, sigh it out, exhale. Good, again, right leg reaches up and back behind you, super strong, press back. Good, this time knee to nose on the exhale. Inhale, press it back. Good, now knee to the opposite elbow, left elbow, and then take it back, you got it. And now take it over to the right elbow. Inhale, press back. Good, knee to forehead, see if you can really round your spine so much that you actually touch knee to forehead. And then look in between your hands and step your foot right there. Awesome, high lunge, rise up. Back knee stays lifted this time. Sink those hips down, back leg is straight and strong, breathe with it. We're gonna tip our torso forward, oh so gracefully rise up, warrior 3. Again, energetically, you're pushing back through that leg that's lifted. Fingers are reaching forward so strong. Good, one more breath there. Good, gracefully step it back to that high lunge. Nice, then we're gonna straighten the front leg and forward fold over it. Again, subtly pull back on the right hip. That'll accentuate the stretch if you need it. Maybe you don't need it at all. Breathe with the stretch. Good. From here, lower your back knee down. Draw the hips back so we're in this half split again. Then we're going to spice it up with a little twist. So walk both hands over across to the right. Yep, keep on walking those hands as far as they'll go. Maybe press palms down into the mat. See if you can keep this front leg straight, foot flexed, toes to the sky. Breathe with all the little muscles that are stretching right there. Good, and then walk the hands back to the front. We're gonna sit back. So lift your chest up and then sit down. We've got left foot into the right thigh here. Okay, the left knee is open, right leg is straight out front. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, forward fold over your right leg. Inhale, rising up. Take your left hand, circle it up and back behind you. Take your right hand, make a nice big graceful circle, sweep up, press your hips high, take this big open back bend. Breathe with it. And then have a seat. Good. Cross at the ankles, both knees bent. Rock forward, hands to the mat. Find your way up and back to a down dog. Big, huge cleansing breath in. Open mouth out. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Left leg reaches up and back. Press through that ball of the foot. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Good. Exhale, cross it under, touch your right elbow. Inhale back. Take it over, touch the left elbow. Inhale back. Knee to forehead, that last big one, round the spine, push the ground away, and then step your foot between your hands. High lunge, rise on up, reach to the sky. Nice. Pull that belly button in, try to lengthen the low back a little if you can. As you're doing that, also trying to straighten the back leg so this hip flexor is really getting it. Strong through your torso, lean forward, fly to warrior three. Ooh, a wobbly warrior three perhaps. And then gracefully step it back, high lunge. Nice, straighten the front leg, forward fold over it. One more big breath here. I don't know if y'all can hear, there's like an epic game of dodgeball happening in the back room between a couple of 5-year-olds and 3-year-olds. All right, go ahead and lower your back knee. Come into half splits, left leg is in front. Forward folding again over that left leg. And then we'll add our twist across it. So walk your hands over to the left, twisting the torso. Maybe palms pressing flat down into the mat. Keep the foot flexed if you can, and breathe. Walk the hands back to center. Lifting up your chest, we'll sit down, tuck the right foot into the left thigh. Reach up, forward fold over that straight left leg. Inhale, rise back up. Circle the right hand back behind you. Left hand sweeps across, lift the hips, press the hips forward as you back bend. Maybe your head can drop back if that's all right in your neck. And then come back to center, have a seat. We'll cross at the ankles again, roll right over, hands to the mat, up and back to down dog. 2 big cleansing breaths, in and out. In, exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, hop, step, or float, feet to hands at the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, and then for just about 3 breaths or so, pause. Maybe eyes close, hands press into the chest, feel your heart beating. Feel the rise and fall of the breath. Tuning into yourself. And then eyes can blink open if they were closed. Big toes come together to touch, sit down, chair pose. Good. Try to not let your chair pose turn into a back bend, meaning tuck your tail a little bit, zip the belly button toward the spine. Nice. Good adjustments for those I can see out there. 1 more breath. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, feet go back. Make your way to down dog. If you want to skip the chaturangas, you can. If you want to float the feet back, you can. Find your way home. Nice. From your down dog, right leg lifts up and back, super strong. And then exhale, step right foot between the hands. This time we're going to rise right up into a warrior 2. Back heel spins down, arms circle open. Breathe right there into this familiar shape, super strong in the legs, soft through the upper body, chest open, collarbones wide. 1 more breath. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, stretching back. Good, and then straighten the right leg, so reverse your triangle. Rise up out of that, turn it into triangle pose, reach out over your toes. And then the right hand lowers, the left hand goes high, and we breathe. Good. Oh yeah, like that variation. If you want some more core fire, send both hands forward like you're holding that great big beach ball for 3, 2, and 1. Everybody rise up. Good. Turn both of your feet to the long edge of your mat. Nice wide stance. Hands to hips. Lift your heart high. Exhale, forward fold right down the middle. Hands can drop, head can drop. Breathe. See if you could let the weight kind of rock forward towards the ball of each foot. Make sure the knees aren't hyperextended. They have that little bit of bend. Perfect. Tucking your chin to your chest, round up to standing. Take your time. Good. Warrior 2, once again to the front of your mat. Big breath in. Big breath out. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, reach it back. And then this time rise up, extended side angle. So right arm to the thigh or hand to the mat or any other variation you love. Left arm goes up and over. And then work the pose, right? Opening the chest, strong down into your legs, inner thighs strong and active. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Beautiful. Releasing your binds, rise back up, warrior 2. Big breath in. And then exhale, cartwheel, hands down, make your way all the way back to your down dog. Flow or don't flow. Good. We're going to hit that down dog and take 5 breaths. You can choose stillness or fire floats or child's pose. Ooh, dolphin. Sure, yeah. You choose 5 breaths, whatever you need. Very nice. I love seeing all the different variations going on here. Make your way back to down dog if you're not there already. And then we'll come together with a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale. Big exhale. Left foot reaches up and back. Step it forward. Rise up to warrior two. Good. Just take a moment here in this strong pose. Feel your feet rooting down, your spine growing taller, shoulders down the back. 2 more breaths. And then flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Good. Reverse that triangle by straightening your front leg. I love this feeling of length from fingertips all the way down to the toes. Rise up, keeping that sense of length as you reach out over your left toes and the hips move back in space. Then the left hand drops and the right hand opens, and here we are in triangle. Breathing. Yeah, you got it. If you want that fire, send both hands forward, hold that beach ball. There's something delightful about just imagining a beach ball on this, the coldest day of winter so far. Next inhale, everybody rise up. Rebend that front knee, warrior two. Big breath in, big breath out. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior, find that sense of length in the side body again. And then rise up, keeping that sense of length, extended side angle. So left arm to the thigh or the floor, right arm reaches up and over. And then try to roll your shoulder back. So there's this opening across the chest there. Whether you're binding or not binding, keep opening the chest. Maybe look to the ceiling. One more full inhale. Big exhale. Good, release it, rise back up. Nice, straighten both legs, turn your feet to the long edges of your mat. This time, interlace your hands behind your back, roll your shoulders open, puff up your chest, and then forward fold right down the center, hands up and over. Breathe. As you're breathing there, maybe wobble your head around a little bit, loosen your jaw, your eyebrows, any of those places that like to hold on. Let them go. Nice big breath in and out. Hands release down. Round yourself up to standing. Take your time. Good, warrior two to the front of your mat. Big, huge inhale. And then ride that exhale, hands spiral down, go back to down dog. And once again, when you find your down dog, yogi's choice. Stay right there, drop the knees for a child's pose, play with some fire floats or dolphin pose. Whatever feels like it needs to be done. All right, we'll meet back in a down dog. Big breath in your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Look forward and let's take teeny tiny tiptoe steps to the top of the mat. Forward folding, enjoying that forward fold stretch down the back of the legs. At the top of the mat, grab your big toes, feet are hips width apart. Inhale, try to lengthen your spine, flatten your back. And then exhale, pull yourself down into that deepest forward fold yet. Again, a little bit of bend in the knees. Lift up on your kneecaps, if that makes any sense. So your thighs are engaged, your quads are active. Maybe those elbows can go out side to side, east and west a little more. Release whatever you got, round up to standing. Reach the arms out and up, hands to the heart. Big breath in, big breath out. Good. With your feet about hips width apart, we're going to take a camper's pose. So right ankle crosses over the left knee, make this kind of figure 4 shape. And then start to sit down, pressing the hips back, almost with a flat back. You're leaning forward. The hinge is coming from the hips, less bend in the spine, more hinge at the hips. And then you can play with whatever variation feels great today. So maybe you hang out right here, maybe drop forearms to that leg. Perhaps hands find the ground. Maybe you've got the arm balance there you want to play with. Palms would press down to the mat. Right toes hook strong around your arm. Maybe you float. Oof, not in blue jeans, you don't. Take 3 more breaths wherever you are. Good. In reverse order, make your way back up to standing. Bring both feet to the mat, hips width apart, nice save. Good. Big, huge breath in. Big, huge breath out. Same thing, other side. Left foot crosses over the knee. Flexing that left foot, make that figure 4, hands to the heart. Sink in. And then with no rush, no particular destination, go ahead and just play with the pose. See what feels good today. With all the control you can muster, make your way back out of it in reverse order. Feet to the mat. Big breath in. Big breath out. Really nice, everybody. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the ground, feet go back, make your way to that down dog. Big inhale, bigger exhale. Let's take right foot up to the sky, as high up in the air as you can get it to go. Notice your left heel, drop it down toward the mat a little bit lower. So you get that long stretch down the back of your left leg. And then lift your right leg a little bit higher. Bend your right knee, so like dog peeing on fire hydrant pose. Good, you can draw some circles with that knee. You can flip your dog, taking it into a back bend, or stay right there, just enjoying the hip flexor moment. If you're flipped, push your hips high, maybe the head drops back. We'll make our way back around, finding your way to a half pigeon. So right leg comes up towards the top of the mat. Shin is laying down more or less straight across the front edge of your mat if possible. Hands come back towards the hips. And then on an exhale, we forward fold. Breathing down into the stretch here. Softening where you can, right? Letting go through the fingertips, the jaw, the shoulders, the hips. Take about 2 more breaths here. Maybe you settle in just a bit deeper. And then start to walk your hands in, lift your chest. We're gonna sit off onto your right hip and swing the left leg around. So left knee is crossing over the right and all pretzeled up here. Good. Try to connect both hips equally down. The left one might want to kind of pop up. Push that down into the mat. Arms reach up high. Forward fold over that pile of legs. And then just get super heavy. Drop your head, round your spine. Breathe nice and big. Next inhale, rise back up. Bring your hands behind you, untangle your legs, feet to the mat. Take a big windshield wiper rock side to side. Good, and then knees to the sky, feet on the mat, hands behind you. Lift your hips up. You can let your head drop back if that works. Keep lifting those hips higher and higher and higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a seat, bottom down. Cross at the ankles, roll over, find your way back to down dog. Come together with that big breath in. Huge sigh out. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg rises to the sky. And again, take that moment of really lifting the left leg high, but dropping the right heel down. Yeah. Then bend the left knee, lift that knee up. And you can stay right there. You can flip the dog into the back bend again, your choice. When you're ready, find your way back around. Step the left leg towards the top of the mat, half pigeon. Again, the more you bring your ankle forward so that the shin is running parallel straight across the front edge of your mat, the bigger stretch you're gonna find. That's also a clue if you're like, I don't want a big stretch, then bring your ankle back a little bit. When you're ready, forward fold over your legs. And then nice and slow, lift your chest. We'll sit off onto that left hip. The right leg swings around, knee over knee, so the right leg is on top. Hips connecting down. Hands reach up. And exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale to sit up tall again. Hands come back behind you, feet to the mat. Lift those hips high. We'll breathe so strong here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a seat. Great work, everybody. We're gonna reach the arms forward, long, tall spine, tip your torso back, float the feet, boat pose here. And then you can either stay right here, Or you can lower everything down 1 inch off of the mat. Inhale to lift back up. 4 more like that. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. 3, 2, and 1. Then everybody lower all the way down to the mat. Arms up and over your head. Take a nice big full body stretch. Hug your knees into your chest. And we'll take a moment into a shoulder stand from here. If shoulder stand's not something you enjoy or not in your practice, you're not interested, go right on into Shavasana. If you're shoulder standing with me, let's take feet up to the sky. And then you'll toss those feet up and over your head to plow pose. And then rising up, the feet lift high as the hands are on the low back. You can stay right there, feet lifting up towards the ceiling. Good, and just note, it shouldn't hurt. So if you're in a shoulder stand and it's pinching or something doesn't feel right, come on down. Yoga should make you feel better, not worse. Okay, to come out of shoulder stand, you can revisit plow pose, toes up and over your head. And then you can lay all the way down, nice and easy. Legs reach straight out. Take one big breath in, sigh it all out. And you've arrived at your Shavasana, your final rest. Give yourself permission to just stay here, being still for a few more moments. It's arguably the hardest part of the practice sometimes. About 5 more breaths. Nice and easy. Start to come back. A little bit of movement in the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Head can rock side to side. Arms take a big full body stretch. And then turn over onto one side. And as always in my class, I invite you to take this last moment and just tell yourself thank you. Actively practice some gratitude for yourself and the effort you put in, this time that you carved out to take care of yourself. And then when you're ready, find your way up to seated. Eyes can close, hands rest by your heart. We'll close out our practice today with 3 breaths together. We inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bowing forward, we honor this practice of yoga for all it has to teach us, mind, body, spirit, on the mat and off. Thank you all for letting me literally jump in at the last minute and be your teacher today. Have a really good week. Hi and bye, everybody. Good to see you all.